what was it like to be Rosanna Arquette's Tinder date? And
What was it like to meet her?
It will be her Tinder date on the show. And
Oh,
you know,
it's an acting gig. I mean, you do, you know, what, you got lines, and you got to have an attitude, and you got to, you know, it's not me, obviously, it's not me. It's just a take on me. If I was single. If I was single, I actually wouldn't go on Tinder.
I was going to ask you that. Why not?
I don't know. I do it the old-fashioned way. I go to bars.
You posted it on your Facebook page, but it was 27 years ago, on August 1st, that MTV premiered.
What was?
MTV premiered in 1981 on August 1st, and Jesse's Girl was the #1 hit.
Right.
And I was wondering if you could talk, not about the song, but about the video, which I rewatched today. I hadn't seen it for a long time. And kind of share your memories, what you remember shooting the video.
The video?
Yeah.
Oh, well, it was, we didn't really know why they wanted a video because there was no MTV at the time. I thought there would be some kind of video jukebox in cafes or something that they put it in. But they gave us $1,500 and I wrote up a storyboard and then we basically did guerrilla filming where we go, you know, we didn't have permits or anything, so we go out behind the Guitar Center on Hollywood Boulevard and 3 in the morning and play the song really loud on our speakers until they called the cops, and then we'd pile everything into a van and drive away and basically shot it like that. It got borrowed, you know, had friends, lent us their apartment, got into a theater for free. I mean, it was all that kind of thing. It was, we didn't really know what we were doing or what the point was, you know. Really, cable television was just starting, and there was actually, like, it was on General Hospital, and I came in one morning and there'd been a big world-class boxing match on cable television, and it ended with a knockout in like the second what do you call it? Round. Thank you. Sorry, I haven't had coffee. Second round, and so they had to fill the space. So some guy reached for a videotape, and he pulled out Jesse's Girl and stuck it on, and everybody said, "Wow, we saw your video on whatever the channel was." So I started to get that there was a reason for it, you know? And nobody really knew. I mean, MTV was just starting, so it was. I just kind of got in luckily on the ground floor, really.
So you storyboarded the video now?
Mm-hmm.
Even the scene with the guitar smashing the mirror was in
I storyboarded the whole thing. I wish I still had it.
Yeah.
But, yeah, basically I directed it. I had a guy, you know, a cameraman who set up all the shots and everything. But yeah, it was, I mean, it wasn't much of a storyline. I just copied the storyline of the song, but I did with my dog in at the end, which is
And the girl, what happened to the girl who played Jesse's Girl in the video?
I don't know. I've never heard from her again. Actually, the guy went on to become a successful TV producer, I think. But yeah, I never heard from the girl again.
I'm okay.
Didn't work out for
You
us,
have more
yeah.
questions, so.
Well, I don't want to go to like a down thing after that, but you've been talking openly about your battle with depression, and your new album reflects a lot of that, and you know, several issues. And there have been a couple of high-profile suicides since then, since we did some of those interviews, Anthony Bourdain and Kate Spade. And I was just wondering how the news of those affected you in any way.
Because I was almost in the club, you mean?
Right.
Yeah, it's a club that nobody wants to join, the depression club. But you know, I mean, I hear about those things, and I don't go, oh my God, that's terrible. I go, I get it. I get where life and your inner world can drive you to that point. Because I've been there and I understand it. It's no fun, but it's part of a lot of people's makeup. And for me personally, obviously I feel terrible when we lose somebody that we all feel like we know, but also lost people that I know that were just as wonderful human beings. But I try to turn it around and turn it into something positive, songs and stories, and go public with it, I guess. I mean, I put it in my autobiography because it was part of my life. And I thought I didn't think people would really notice it. I thought it would just be that everyone kind of jumped on it, which which I guess is, you know, a good thing. I think is healing in kind of communal, you know, getting it out there, communal conversations, knowing you're not alone.
So I read something that you are an obsessive collector of Star Wars figurines, and you
Okay,
say...
let me tell you about that right now. Because I've become the Star Wars collector geek, I'm selling everything. It's not something I want to be known for. I have 12 high-end, super high-end figures, like there's 2 in the world, that kind of thing. It was just a love of toys. It wasn't like, oh, I'm going to make money off my Star Wars collection. I love toys. So I bought, and I just happened to buy the right toys, but I am selling them, and if all my investments did as well as my Star Wars toys, it's pretty friggin' awesome. But I am officially no longer the Star Wars geek boy. Okay.
All right, so then my question is, it wouldn't be a career highlight for you to play an anonymous stormtrooper in
What's that?
I said it would not be a highlight then for you to play like an anonymous stormtrooper in episode 9 or anything like that?
No,
Yeah.
I like the toy. That's it.
You talked about energy that you'll have after you have your caffeine, so you're always known for a really high energy show, and part of that often involves running into the audience. What do you get from that experience when you're out there?
The experience of playing live?
And going out there into the audience.
Oh,
sometimes. Right in the thick of it.
it's not enough for me just to stand on stage and play. My whole reason for playing, apart from playing new music, is to connect with people, with humanity, and that's my way of doing that is playing on stage. I've always been that guy that, you know, looks at the audience and reacts to the audience, and they're the show for me. I'm not the show, they're the show.
It looked like, I looked ahead at your schedule, you've got a pretty demanding schedule coming up, it looks like.
Yeah, summer's been pretty intense. It's getting more intense.
How is it? How is it to have that schedule ahead of you, or do you get up for every night, or is
Well, I sometimes it's great, sometimes it's not, and the travel was difficult a lot of the time. Like we flew all night last night and got in like 8 o'clock in the morning, and I get paid to travel. I don't get paid to play. It's great. I mean, I love it. I love to work. I'm the kind of guy that can. Although I do have a vacation coming up, it's kind of the carrot at the end of the stick. I can't sit on the beach. I gotta have a guitar or a typewriter or a laptop or something.
So it's like you take vacations like me. You take vacations like me with a laptop, a camera,
Yeah.
always working.
Yeah. Well, because I love what I do, and I like it more than just sitting still.
Facebook points from my friends. I want to know what your favorite hair product is.
My favorite what?
Hair product.
Hair product?
Yeah.
I don't know, bedhead shampoo. They don't use.
All right. Thank you for that.
Great. Thank you very much.